Alright, so I have the contents measured out. I have roughly 150 milliliters of almonds and seeds. I also have 20 milliliters of this cinnamon clove blend that I put together myself. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to first add these items to the grinder. It's going to look very fine, as the consistency will be amazing. What I'm going to do is actually add it to this, since this is going to also be used for the strainer as well. You can see the texture of it. This is a very nice, like, floury blend. So whatever contents are left in here, I'm going to add the clove mixture to it. Simple. Easy blend for about 25 seconds. Very nice, very nice. So, after you check the consistency level, you want to make sure that it is a nice aromatic off the jump, and then you can also see the color fluidity throughout it, which means that it's very nice. It's been blended up quite well. So now we're going to add our cane sugar to it. I really don't measure it, depending upon how you basically know you like your creamers, and also the blend that you typically are drinking or eating. So if you don't want it sweetened at all, such as if you already have granola that you're using that is already pre-sweetened, this can actually be really good for a smoothie blend. So if you are using milk typically for smoothies and things along those lines, you can easily just add this as a substitute. Add some bananas, strawberries, a little bit of greens, add it to the blend, and this be used as your milk replacement. Like I said, dairy and milk don't really go with fruit, so it's kind of like you're thickening up something that was made to move freely, such as the fruits and vegetables, you know. So you're adding a thickener to that, which basically just causes it to not only be able to move through your body properly, but it also takes away from the correlation with the body, and your body's having to do more work to be able to metabolize the simplistic fruits and vegetables. So just for sake of purposes right now, I'm going to use these measurings. So this is going to be a light blend, as I typically already have sweetened granola. So a little bit of extra sweetener is not going to be too much of a importance. Slight bit of pink salt. You're adding minerals to your nutritional blend that you have right here. So it also allow for maximum absorption of water. Like I said, this is purified water that you're adding to your digestive system as well. So it will be able to allow for fecal matter to move throughout your body. You know what I'm saying? As you have that flushing through there, the milk would be a lot thicker. So it's not even, once it enters into your body, it's having to do twice as much work. So like I said, this is really a sweetened water blend. So we're going to do another blend. And lastly, add a half a tablespoon of honey. Like I said, this would be really good if you are having it for teas. You can make spiced lattes and things along that line. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be really good as a replacement for the milk or the cream, or even for if you're drinking coffee. So it's always great to have these little towels around, as you want to also stay cleanly while you're doing a lot of the tasks. That's one of the main things that can definitely slow down or discourage people, is the amount of cleanup that you have. So if you're doing simple tasks such as this, just make sure that you keep a cleanly workspace. Like I said, I have stainless steel. I also keep a little bit of a sanitary spray, which is also made with a little bit of alcohol, water, and some essential oils, just blended together, so it's not toxic by any means. If it were to get on any food products, it would just be a small bit of disinfectant. So if there's any contamination, it would 100% do that. Plus, it's also able to correlate through the body without any damage being done, such as a Lysol or a bleach, which contains hundreds of chemical additives that makes it extremely unsafe for kitchen usage, in my opinion. But so now we're going to take this blend off. This strainer would be really good because if you want to, you can actually save the grains that you use. If you have a dehydrator, you can basically dehydrate the grains and use them for baking products. You can also specifically just add it to the smoothie as well for later usage or immediate usage. Like I said, you can easily add it to soups, anything that you're making along those lines. That's just for more personal utilization, so you're not just throwing down, very pricey, in my opinion, contents and goods. It still has nutritional value to it, even if it's the carbohydrates, but even it would allow for good fiber to be going through your body as well. So there's a multitude of uses that you would be able to get out of the remains of the nuts, seeds, or even grains that you're using. So I'm going to finish that up. It will reduce a lot of the suds and the air bubbles that are within there. I'm going to take this spoon again, give it a stir around, get all that goodness out. You can see how vibrant, I don't know if that's able to be seen, but it looks very good in regards to the consistency. It's a one of the thicker blends that I make, which means it has just full of nutrients in general, because like I said, you are basically getting a